Alright, people. You asked for it, and you're gonna get what you asked for. This is gonna be a cooking video, also known as what an antisocial, vegan, whole foods, plant-based drummer, alcoholic, eats in a day. I mean, an evening, because I've already had like 5 meals today. So, first things first, turn the sun on. Yeah. Turn the sun on. That's a 300-watt bulb because we're all depressed and it's negative a billion degrees outside. Second thing, cooking liquor. Now you might think that this is liquor to use in your cooking, but actually it's liquor to drink while you're cooking. So hold on, I'm gonna get some of that. Cooking liquor. Hold on, one more. Okay, now you're ready to start cooking. So, first thing that you need when you're cooking is some ingredients. So, here's the ingredients, okay? Organic black bean spaghetti. This is a lie, actually. This is not black bean spaghetti, this is black soybean spaghetti. Because it says contains soy on there. Yeah, right? The reason this is good is because other than being delicious, it has 25 grams of protein per serving, which is way more than normal pasta, and you know, us vegans are always protein deficient, so yeah, get that. Other proteins is tempeh, and then for veggies we have diced tomatoes. Here, I'll just take you down to the level of the veggies here. Yeah, green pepper, orange pepper, onions, garlic, and probably a few other things, but we'll see about that. And then tons of spices, which I'll show you in a bit. So anyways, we're going to be water frying because this is a special kind of frying that you do without oil when you don't want your food to taste good. I mean, when you don't want your food to be unhealthy. So I'm going to show you how water frying works. If you want to try that, it's actually pretty easy. And yeah, I'm going to set that up. So start chopping. Alright, can you see me, guys? Alright, so this is the part of the YouTube video where we flex our material possessions. So I'm just going to show you the knives that I'm working with because I really like them, not because you need them. You don't need them. This is my regular to zero chef's knife and my bread knife. So they're good for cutting things, you know. Okay, so we finished cutting the veggies. This is what we have. So one of the things that's really important about whole foods, plant-based that I've learned so far, and before anybody says that liquor is not a whole food, because liquor is a whole food. Anyways, Yeah, so you need to make sure you have enough volume. So yeah, eat the whole pepper, eat 2 whole peppers, eat the entire onion, and like way too much garlic, because you're definitely gonna need to eat a lot to eat enough. So yeah, this is just 1 serving and it's gonna be a lot bigger. So yeah, now I'm going to actually add in the tempeh, and then we will start the water frying process in just a second. Okay, so this is the pan that I'm going to use. If you're going to be frying without oil, then you really should get like a good non-stick pan. And it's better to get like a stone pan or a ceramic pan than a pan with non-stick coating. This is an Ozeri pan, and it's amazing for water frying. Just make sure that you don't turn the heat up too high. So yeah, even though this is called water frying, I'm actually going to use vegetable broth because it tastes better. And so I'm just going to turn up the stove to like medium and add like a cup of this in. Like let it boil for a little bit, and then we'll throw in the vegetable and tempeh mix that we have here. This is Ramona. She's my cooking buddy. Right, Ramona? Say hi. Hi. Yeah. So I've put about this much in there. It's just starting to boil a little bit. Just want to make sure it's hot before you add the vegetables in. And yeah, so we want to make sure everything gets thoroughly cooked in there. And then basically it's going to boil while adding flavor to the vegetables until they're fully cooked. And then it will all boil off, and the residual heat will brown the vegetables, and they will be delicious and fried. And then we will add in the sauce and the seasoning. And I'm also going to start the pasta, and it's going to be a 1-pot dish. And it's all going to be like fried and crispy and delicious at the end, I hope. Otherwise I'm not going to upload this. Oh, Sneezy. Oh, she's sneezy. Ramona's going to be famous. Yeah, boy. So one thing about water frying is that it kind of takes a long time. So if you're all familiar with the micro stretch break here at Wegmans, just to pass the time, just like get into your pantry and like put your leg up on a shelf, you know, if you're wearing clean socks, and just kind of like do some basic stretches. Because you know, fitness is 80% diet, 20% exercise. So this video is going to be 80% whole foods, plant-based cooking, and 20% pantry stretching. This video is not sponsored by Wegmans. Oh, that would be awesome, because that's where I get like everything. Alright, switch sides. Ooh. Alright. So you guys might wonder why I'm cooking without oil. Because oil is supposed to be healthy, right? Well, here's the thing. It's not that healthy. That's why. Alright, so the fry is coming along pretty well here. The vegetables are softening and getting cooked thoroughly. So this is when I'm going to add some seasoning. Seasoning is the most important part, so this is what I have for my seasoning blend right now. And this is just paprika, tons of cumin, which is my favorite spice, oregano and basil, since it's like, I don't know, Italian or something, red chili pepper, you know, if you want to die, stuff. So I'm going to just sprinkle that in. And I'm going to mix that in thoroughly. Man, I gotta mix with my right hand though. So over here I'm going to just start the water for the pasta. I'm going to cook it kind of like al dente and then put it in the pan for the fry, because I don't want it to be soft already, but I don't want it to just be raw. So yeah, just going to do this a little bit more and let you know when I'm done. Okay, so I've actually turned the pan down pretty low at this point, because because as you can see, like, the vegetables are getting very brown looking and delicious, and you can see that they're not sticking to the pan at all. So despite not using any oil, and yeah, don't use like metal or whatever on your stone pans, on your nonstick pans. Everyone knows that, right? This is just rubber, so despite it, you know, not using any oil, there's like really no sticking at all. And it's really, really easy to clean. So don't worry about that. So yeah, now that it's nice and browned, I'm gonna add in an entire can of diced tomatoes. This is just tomatoes and tomato juice. Why they have to add more tomato juice to tomatoes to make them more tomatoey, I don't really know. But anyways, let me go with the whole can. Whee! And I'm probably gonna season it more because there's all these tomatoes in it now. So yeah. Can we just admire how beautiful this is looking? It is so beautiful, and it's so filling, and it's so nutritious. I am in love with this pan of food. Probably wouldn't even need the pasta, but you should have some whole grains in your life. Is that even grain? It's not grain. My life is a lie. Anyways, the water's boiling. Time for pasta. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, so the black edamame pasta was already al dente after only a couple minutes of boiling. Wow. Alright, can't talk. So just throw that in. Yep. I'm going to start mixing this all together. I'm going to saute it for a few more minutes. And then I will show you the final product. And yeah. So while this is finishing up, I actually am going to add a little bit of truffle salt. I know some people say with whole foods plant-based cooking you're not supposed to add any salt, but whatever. This stuff is magical, and it only takes a little bit, and it's just so good. So I'm going to put a little bit of truffle salt in there. And then also, while it's finishing up, I just wanted to say a couple kind of random unrelated things. First of all, a lot of people think that this way of eating is way more expensive than it actually is. Especially if you're already vegan, but even if you're not, you might find yourself spending way less money if you eat this way because, for instance, these peppers, garlic, and onions came from the public market, and they're usually really cheap there. Say hi! And also this box of pasta is going to last me for 4 or 5 of these meals, even though this is a huge portion. So it's actually really not that expensive if you look for deals, like shop at Aldi or shop at Public Market, and you know you're not buying a lot of processed foods that actually have a big markup on them. So if you want like exactly how much this meal costs, let me know. I can like do the math, but it really isn't that much for how filling it is. And also, I know I said earlier like that oil is bad for you. It's actually, I mean, that's kind of extreme. Having some healthy fats in your diet is good for you. It's just that you should try to get them from like avocados and nuts and seeds and stuff that are whole. But if you eat oil, it's not like you're gonna like keel over and die, you know. Some oil can be good for you. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. So I will show you this dish when it's finished, and then we will taste test it, and it will probably be delicious. And even if it's not, who cares? I'm drinking gin. So here is the completed meal. It is absolutely monstrous. It is colorful. It is filling. It is healthy. It left like no mess on my pan. Hardly any mess on my pan. And now I'm going to eat it. And you're gonna watch. Yeah. And you're gonna watch. Alright, this is really, really good. Yeah. It's really good. I think the mix of like the acidity from the tomatoes, the cumin, and the spices, a little bit of heat, probably could use a little more heat from the red hot chili peppers, and the flavor of the vegetables combined with this really kind of soft, like pleasurable texture of this black edamame pasta. It's just so good. This recipe might seem simple, but there's so many flavors in here. It's extremely high in protein, extremely high in vitamins, and like I said, it's filling. Making it was fun, and actually I don't even think like this bowl is as big as my head. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this, so however much this cost, it's actually gonna be more like 2 meals. So yeah. Anyways, this was a cooking video. You asked for it, so I hope you liked it. And let me know what you want to see next time, because I'll do spring rolls, or chili, or curry, or maybe I'll do like tacos or nachos. So let me know which one of those you want to see. All 5 of you who watch this. Thanks, bye!